Okay, you want to apply Rolle's theorem. So one condition is f of minus 1 equal to f of 1. From that we will get minus 2 plus a minus 3 equal to 2 plus a. A will cancel. We will get b equal to x. So we will get 2 times b plus 2 equal to 0. That is b equal to minus 2. When I am turning towards the board, are you able to hear me when I am speaking?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so by equating f of minus 1 f of 1, we got a b value. Still, we have to find a value. Further, they say at c value is 1 by 2. B plus 2. F dash c is 0, and they mentioned that c is 1 by 2. F dash 1 by 2 is 0. When you differentiate this and substitute this 6x square, and that is 1 by 2 whole square. A into 2x, that is 2 into 1 by 2. I differentiated plus b. I differentiated this and substituted 1 by 2. This will come 3 by 2. This will come a plus b equal to b is also there minus 2. Okay, now we will get a equal to 1 by 2.
Sir,
We got b minus 2 and a 1 by 2. So 2a plus b is 1 minus 2 equal to minus 2.
sir,
Only two things, f of a equal to f of b and f dash equal to 0, 2 equal to 1. But today a lot of people are online. Anyway, if you are getting some free time in the next 4-5 days, please use it properly. What are numbers that we gave for Saturday? Will not be able to do it because Saturday there are no classes. So at least we work on that day those numbers. And if you want to attempt some NDA obvious paper, because our first year revision is going to come to end, right? And second year revision means you recently only done second year, right? You want to attempt NDA obvious papers, this is the best time next 4-5 days. Try to give an attempt of at least 3 papers. But try to avoid as far as possible first 50 papers, 1 to 50. Try to attempt any 51 or beyond that any paper. Is it okay? NDA obvious. Without emulators, you cannot open NDA obvious in PC, right? All right, 42 everybody clear? For ASP students, we are giving only Pongal holiday. Tomorrow not a holiday, full working. Okay. And day after tomorrow, not that. The next 3 days, tomorrow working. Day after tomorrow, not working. After next day, only the Pongal only holiday. Other days are not working. They also have exam this Sunday also. So I'm not saying we'll keep classes for you. In fact, initially we gave 3 days and 1 more day extended. But the purpose is you have to work on your own. Okay, that is the main. Okay, 45 is a very simple direct application of Rolle's theorem. A n x power n, a n minus 1 x power n minus 1, so on. A1x. Okay, they said alpha is a root of this. Alpha greater than 0 is a root of this equation. I'll call this f of x. Okay. But we also know f of 0 is also 0. Why f of 0 is 0? Because there is no constant here. Right? F of 0 is 0 and f of alpha is 0. If f of 0 and f of alpha is 0 in every column and continuous and differentiable, then f dash x equal to 0 will have a solution. Okay. So the Radical said alpha is a root. We have to understand 0 is a root. Between 0 to alpha, the derivative is equal to 0. We should have a solution according to roots. Okay. Instead of telling f dash x, they gave the f dash x. They gave f dash x is n into a n x power n minus 1. N minus 1 a n minus 2 x power n minus 2. A2 into 2x plus a1 equal to 0. Okay, that will have a solution in 0 to alpha. Options are the root is less than alpha, greater than alpha. All right. Okay, 48, they gave it as an application of Rolle's theorem, but we can do without that also in 48. F of x equal to x minus p into x minus q into x minus r. We can easily notice here that f of p is 0, f of q is 0, f of p equal to f of q equal to f of r. Because these are equal, between p and q, the derivative of this will have a solution. Because these two are equal, the derivative of this will have solution q and r. F dash x is equal to 0 should have solutions in open interval p the same way open interval q r. But f dash x is a quadratic expression. We should have two roots means two distinct roots means b square minus 4ac should be greater than 0. So what is f dash x? Let me actually expand this will get x cube minus x square into p plus q plus r plus x into pq plus qr plus rp minus pqr. And then find f dash x, which is 3x square minus 2x into p plus q plus r plus pq plus qr plus rp equal to 0 should have two distinct solutions. That means for this b square minus 4ac should be greater than 0. What is b square? 4p plus 2 plus r whole square minus 4 into 3 into p2 plus 2r plus r. If you take 4 common and expand this, you get b square plus 2 square plus r square minus p2 minus 2r minus r. Just cancel 4 and this on that side. 3 plus 2 plus r whole square greater than 3 times p plus q r. But actually, we don't need to prove this by Rolle's theorem. This we already know as a fact. How do we know this as a fact? And we have to understand this without Rolle's theorem. We know p minus q whole square plus q minus r whole square plus r minus q whole square is that equation. If we expand this, we get 2 times p square plus q square plus r square minus pq minus qr minus r square. Okay, find out this 2 now. Okay. Take p square plus q square plus r square and 2pq plus 2qr plus qr. Subtract 2pq, 2qr, qr minus pq minus qr minus r square. This part is going to be a vector square, which is p plus q plus r plus square. This together goes that side. That equal to 3 times p plus qr plus r. But this cannot be equal to this because I don't grant equal here, but I should write only greater than 0. So we don't need Rolle's theorem on this particular question. True for any 3 distinct real numbers. But by Rolle's theorem is another way to prove it. The question they use the word Rolle's theorem, so that's why we use it. Otherwise, for your juniors, we are starting physical classes from 20th. 18, no, 18 and 19 online classes, 20th onwards, full hostel, college also 8:30 to 4:30. Now people are shifting from WhatsApp. Huh? What they are using mostly? Signal there. So after some days, we may not be able to continue with these groups. Huh? All right. For the function f of x is equal to okay, root 25 minus x square on 1 to 5. They wanted us to use Lagrange's mean value theorem and ask what is at C. In Lagrange's mean value theorem, f can C should be f of b minus f of a by when I differentiate this, I'll get 1 by 2 root 25 minus c square into derivative of minus 2x which is minus 2c. F of b means value at 5. F of 5 minus f of 1 by 5 minus 2. So we can cancel to minus c by square root of 25 minus c square. F of 5 is 0. F of 1 is root 24 by 4. That is minus 2 by 2. And minus 2 multiplication I get 4 c square equal to 25 minus 4 c square equal to 150 minus 10 c square is 150. C square is 15. C is 2. And root 15 is between 1 and 5. That's good. All right, very simple application directly. Okay, 54, in order to solve anything, they simply ask f of x equal to e power x minus 1 into x minus 3. Can we use Rolle's theorem in 1 to 3? Yes, it's always continuous and differentiable because it's a polynomial, this is an exponential function and continuous and differentiable. And f of 1 equal to f of 3. It is satisfying all the three conditions, continuous, differentiable, and f of equal to f of b. So Rolle's theorem can be applied. And then they asked for the same one in 1 to 4, can you apply mean value theorem? If nothing is mentioned, mean value theorem means they refer to Lagrange's mean value theorem. Okay. So f of 1 need not, f of a and f of b need not be equal for LMPT, Lagrange's mean value theorem. And in continuous and differentiable. So both statement 1, statement 2 are correct. I want to discuss 55 also. 55, they said f of 1 equal to minus 2 and f dash x is greater than or equal to 4.2 for all x belongs to closed interval 1 to 6. And they asked the range of f of 6. Like yesterday, I was giving an example. At t equal to 1 second, the displacement is minus 2, and it is traveling with the speed which is greater than or equal to 4.2. At 6 seconds, what will be the displacement? If you want to use Lagrange theorem, definitely there will be a c such that f of 6 minus f of 1 by 6 minus 1 will be f dash. And that f dash is greater than or equal to 4.2. Now substitute all this. F of 6 is where find. F of 1 is minus 2. This is and here 5 into 4.2 is 21. Then that's right. That f of 6 is greater than or equal to 19. Without writing much, if you travel with this speed for 5 seconds, between 1 to 6, 5 seconds, you will travel 21 meters. Already displacement is minus 2. When you travel 21, you get 19. So when you go with the minimum possible speed, at this point the displacement is 19. And anything more than that is okay. Can you Lagrange theorem or can I can even do integration here. Integrate on both sides. Integral 1 to 6 f dash dx is greater than or equal to integral 1 to 6 4.2. Right? Then what is f dash integral f of x? Limit 1 to 6 is greater than or equal to 4.2. X integral is we'll get f of 6 minus f of 1 greater than or equal to 21. And that's f of 6 greater than or equal to 9. When you use integration, you can explain in a physics way, or you can do by Lagrange theorem. We have like this total 3 questions are there here, 52, 53, and 55. Okay. Let us explain it fast. They advanced quite regularly, they gave questions based on inequalities where you can use Lagrange theorem. You know, in integration, we studied this. We can take any inequality and we can apply integral, but it should be definite integral, not indefinite. Because definite integral is after all area under a curve. If one curve is above another curve, the area under the upper curve is obviously greater than area under the lower curve. So nothing wrong in this integration. I think I just want to do all of them. 56. This is apart from Lagrange theorem and Rolle's theorem, there is also Cauchy's mean value theorem is there. What is this? If f and g are continuous and differentiable functions, then there exists a c such that f of b minus f of a by g of b minus g of a is equal to f dash b minus g dash. Okay. It may appear to be very simple that right by b minus a by b minus a and LMVT will give you this for f and LMVT for g will give you this and we divide it. Sorry, the explanation is not good. Why? Because the C for F and the C for G need not be same, no? And you really find f of b minus f of b minus n equal to f dash, you get one x value. But G will get some other x value. But there is a proper way to cross manipulation and prove it. Okay. Right now you don't have to go in detail. And two functions are there which are continuous and differentiable in open interval a to b. For continuous in closed interval a to b and differentiable in open interval a to b, and G is never zero because in the denominator. Okay. Then we can write this statement. There exists a C such that this by this equal to this by this. That's what we have to use in 56. This is f of 2 minus f of 0 by 0 of 2 minus g of 0 is equal to f dash 3 by g dash. What is f of 2? No, f of 1. Take 1 here. F of 1 is 6, f of 0 is 2. G of 1 is 2, g of 0 f dash 3 by g dash. 3 g dash c equal to f dash. There exists a c such that this kind of relation will be satisfied.
Sir, it should be f dash c
Four
is equal to 2 times.
dash is
4. Oh, this is 4 and this is 2, so it's only 2. I directly recommend 2 here. Na? 2 g dash is equal to f dash. Actually, in this class, I'm able to teach more than in the other section. Where you are sitting in room number 5. Okay. Why? My class, every time I'm only teaching 30-35 minutes. I'm coming from another campus 15 minutes late. So by the time I start class and all. And for you, in a week, once or twice, I'm getting evening class somehow. So I'm teaching another 1 hour. But there I don't have such class. I have one class, but there only few people will be there, not everybody. So I'm more able to cover more questions here than another class. All right. Okay, 57. F of x is equal to 1 by e power x plus 2 e power minus 6. It may not be from Rolle's theorem. To just give the question. There are two parts. F of c equal to 1 by 3 will have solution or not. And second thing is what the range. You know, want to give an idea how to find range of this? It's always positive, it's always positive, the sum is always positive, even though x is negative. So this whole thing is always positive. Just to name the inequality, you get the maximum. E power x plus 2 e power minus x by 2 is greater than equal to square root of e power x into 2 e power minus x. Mathematically greater than equal to geometry. A plus b by 2 greater than equal to 2. This is cancel sign here. E power x plus 2 e power minus x is greater than equal to 2 root. 1 by e power x plus 2 e power minus x is less than equal to 1 by 2. Value is always less than equal to this. And at infinity, the limit is 0. Limit extends to infinity f of x. Limit extends to minus infinity f of x, both are 0. And f of x is greater than 0 for all epsilon square. Based on that, the range is open 0 to closed 1 by 2. Any number which is between these will have a solution. 1 by 3, this is root 8. 1 by 3 is little less than this because 3 is more than 8. So, since 1 by 3 belongs to the range, alright, there is a solution. That is of c equal to 1 by 3 and s. Of course, somebody can use maximum, minimum, find derivative of this equal to 0 and substitute it, find local maximum, absolute maximum, or find the range also. Okay. Simple range equality is really considered range. I don't think that is Rolle's theorem anywhere. What will do 58, 59, all of them. Or we'll do 2020. Okay. After this, we'll do 2020 questions. Page number 8 in the pot. R. R. Real numbers. Okay, we can do some 2020 questions, but here some question may be a little mixed up, one or two. Basically, when a function increasing or decreasing, how to know? That is very simple. If derivative is positive, the function is increasing. Derivative negative, the function is decreasing. Okay. Wherever derivative is zero or derivative doesn't exist, they are called critical points, right? And critical point may be local maxima, local minimum points, or may not be. Okay. For example, if you take a curve like this, at this point, derivative is zero. It's a critical point, but it's not maximum or minimum because there are some values higher than this, some values lower than this. Right? Okay. So how do you know whether something is maximum or minimum? Let us you take first derivative, and you know at some places it is zero. At alpha it is zero, f and beta and gamma. All these are critical points. Let us say when I found the sign values of the f dash x, it is here, cos here, something. Then alpha is local minimum. Why? Up to alpha the function decreasing, and after alpha the function decreasing. So it is local minimum. Wherever derivative sign changes from minus to plus, that critical point is local minimum. And here up to gamma increasing and after gamma it is decreasing because f dash is positive here and f dash is negative. This is a original function increasing and then decreasing. This is local maximum. But this one is neither maximum nor minimum, even though first derivative is zero, because the function increasing flat at one point, but again increases something. The derivative sign doesn't change, that is from plus to plus and minus to minus, but even at one point it is zero. The graph is either like this or like this. They are not local maximum or local minimum. Derivative sign should change. If you don't want to do derivative sign, then you have to go for second derivative. Okay. If second derivative is wherever first derivative is zero, at that place, if second derivative is positive, it is local minimum. And if second derivative is negative, it is local maximum. And if second derivative is zero, but still do something further, right? But I prefer first derivative test than second derivative test. Okay. Other not much of theory, just through the questions, so we'll have a better idea about all this. Okay, here one or two questions are there about the monotonicity, otherwise they'll be there in the next topic. Okay, this is 2020 questions in operational derivatives. That is what is the very first question. For non-zero real numbers LMN, there is a cubic expression and f of a equal to f of 4. Okay, they're asking at which point tangent is parallel to x-axis. That's all. F of x is equal to Lx cube plus fx plus n. and f of a is equal to f of 4a. They're asking f dash c. They want a point such a way that the chord at the tangent at that point is parallel to the chord joining these two. Basically, Lagrange's minimum theorem. Tangent parallel to x-axis means f dash. So to directly differentiate f dash c, that is f dash is multiplied L into bc square plus m equal to 0. Want c will be square root of minus n by 3a. But we do have to find what is m and l in terms of a. Okay. So now let us use f of a equal to f of 4a. L a cube plus m a plus n equal to m into 4a whole cube m into 4a plus n will cancel. Send this one here, this one here. We get m into minus 3a equal to L into 64 minus 1. We wanted m by l. When we take m by l, become minus 21 a square. We minus here and minus m by 3m will be 7a. When I put it here, root over 7a square, a okay, that's all, nothing much. I simply said f of a equal to f of 4a. When you use it, we could not find L and M, but we could find the ratio. Leave it there. They ask where is the point where derivative tangent is parallel to x-axis, derivative is 0. Find derivative equal to 0 and find the c value or x value. So we see or x value. All right. F of x equal to e power x plus 1 into 4x square minus x plus 7. Thus, when this function increasing or decreasing, simply find f dash x. The derivative of this is 8x minus 4x square minus x plus 11. The derivative of this is itself e power x plus 1. If I take e power x, but in e power x plus 1 common, I get 4x square minus 8x minus 5. This is always positive, everything depends on this. So let's factorize this. This is minus 20 and minus 10 plus 2. So 2x minus 5 into 2x plus 1. 4x square minus 4x. So e power x plus 1, I'm going to get that. This is 0 at minus half. This is 0 at 5 by 2. Positive, negative, positive. That is simple. So when it is decreasing, only open interval minus half to 5 by 2. When it is increasing, minus infinity to minus half union 5 by 2 to infinity. Increase option D. You can see this 2020, nothing complicated. Simply find derivative and see when it is positive, when it is negative, where is the number line. Correct. Okay, third question, x power k plus y power k is equal to a power k and dy by dx plus y by x whole power 1 by 3 equal to 0. They wanted what is k. K and this 1 by 3 has a limit. That is simply differentiate. This is simply a differentiation question, such an easy one. The differentiate is what will come? K into x power k minus 1. The differentiate is what will come? K into y power k minus 1 into dy by dx equal to 0. So k y power k minus 1 divided by dx is equal to minus k x power k minus 1. K is cancelled. When you bring it down, when dy by dx will come minus x by y whole power k minus 1. But they don't want x by y, they want y by x. So you have to reverse this. So if you want to reverse this, the power will become y by x power 1 minus k. So that is compare with this minus y by x whole power 1 by 2. This should be same. So 1 minus k equal to 1 by 3 means k is equal to 2 by 3. Okay, that's very simple. It's again differentiation actually. Nothing about application. Some questions in 2020 may be difficult, but there are some very easy questions. The previous one is that is no twist and all that. It's a very direct question. And see this in 2020, they gave very same question which is earlier repeated twice. A spherical iron ball of 10 centimeter radius coated with a layer of ice of uniform thickness. Okay. And when thickness ice is 5 centimeters, same options is 1 by 85 answer. Okay. They were given twice earlier and they gave one more time in 2020. So if you plan properly, JEE means is not a very difficult exam. Okay. Okay, they want us to use Lagrange's mean value theorem for a function here. F of x is equal to x cube minus 4x squared plus 8x plus 11. They want us to use Lagrange's mean value theorem in 0 to 1. So f dash x should be f of 1 minus f of 0 by 1 minus 0. So 3x square minus 8x plus 8. What is f of 1 when you put 1 here? 12, 8, 16. F of 0 is 11. Right? 1 minus 7. So 3x square minus 8x. Only 5 now. Plus 3 equal to 0, right? So 9. The root for this third. X is equal to 8 plus or minus 64 minus 4 nines are 36 by 2 times 8 plus or minus this is 36 is 64 if you remove 36 28 2 root 7 by 2 into 2. When I cancel, you will get 4 plus root 7 by 3 or 4 minus root 7 by 3. Right? But both are not acceptable. They may be in the there is option may not be there. You have to see which answer is between 0 to 1. Because okay, which is between 0 to 1, obviously this one is more than. This is okay, not okay because it belongs to open interval 0 to 1. 4 minus root 7 5. They should have given one of the options 4 plus root 7 by 2, but they did not. It was a straightforward, no complication. Simply find use Lagrange directly. They did not even give the other option to confuse also. Okay, so if we get an opportunity later on, we'll discuss rest of the 2020 questions here in application derivatives. Otherwise, we'll go into maximum. Okay. Anyway, I think I don't have to discuss. So application of derivatives, whatever I left both in 2019 and 2020, try to complete on your own. When you come back, we'll do only maximum, minimum, and then 2D geometry. Right? Thank you.